We got some music playing in the arena, so I'm gonna leave it muted for now. Just turn down the mic so you can adjust your volume if you'd like, and I will turn it back on momentarily. Turn it back off momentarily to mute it so we don't get busted by the FCC here. Good morning, Barons fans, and welcome to this Monday morning tilt with the Cleveland Barons taking on the Washington Little Capitals. Barons coming into this one 3-0 on the weekend and faring very well in Tier 1 games. They're at the top of the leaderboard. It's against in Tier 1 games here, according to the game sheet. It's the Chicago Fury and then the Barons, both with just a couple of losses, 10-2, I believe it was, in all games in Tier 1 play, Tier 1 showcase play. So nice to see that. And the Barons here coming off, again, 3 games played, 3 wins taken in the weekend here so far. Barons in the Reds again. Warm-up clock has just buzzed. We're going to clean it up and get started here to finish the weekend against the Washington Little Caps. Barons wearing the Reds, Caps wearing the white. It'll be Liam Slattery starting in goal today. Both goalies have been playing very well this weekend. Barons have been playing very well. We've seen them, as you might expect, a lot of times teams playing each other a little tight toward the beginning, and then the Barons finding a way to get it done in the end. No more so than the last game, when at the halfway point in the ice cut, it was just a 1-0 lead for the Barons, and they came out strong and ended up with a 5-0 win. We'll get started in just a moment here. I'm going to mute this for a little while longer here as they've got music going in the arena. And here we go, game on. It's Hufstedler, Loomis, Krimbali, Wood, and it's Dallas back there, and now it's the Caps in their own zone. Barons trying to keep it in. Wood will grab it in the neutral zone, send it across, picked off by the Caps, and they'll go into the Barons zone. Pressured, and Slattery will send it wide. In the corner, who's going to come away with it, it'll ultimately be the Barons, and it is Krimbali over to Wood. Wood into the offensive zone. Wood throws it on goal, stick save behind the net. Barons along the boards. Krimbali trying to get a hold of it. Taken by the Caps. Dallas not able to grab it with a glove. A little bit of a tough ask, but that results in an icing anyway, and the Barons will have the puck in the offensive zone with 16:13 to go in this first period. And with the scorers table, they choose It's Cold as Ice. True story as the song of choice. It's going to be Lundy, Semig, Stockel, and Elliott on the ice. It has been a cold one here in St. Louis. Shot here by Chris Lundy. Good save there by the Washington goalie Odom. He was in good position on that one. Parker Odom sitting in net for the Caps. Barons able to take this out of the zone. Semig dumps it in. Colin Lundy, good stick lift there, allowing teammates to grab the puck. It's Chris Lundy throwing it toward goal, tipped wide. Throwing it back in front was Colin Lundy, picked up by the Caps there. Good look. And now Colin Lundy Chucks it back into the offensive zone, and the Barons will be on the change. Bradshaw, Stockel, Schutte, Board, and Grimm on the ice as this one is sent out of play by the Caps. Caps are 1-3 on the weekend so far, having lost to Nashville, Colorado Rampage, and the LA Kings. It'll be Schutte taking the faceoff, right wing circle. And puck's dropped. Kings have it behind their own goal. Schutte pressuring. In front. Still in front. New pressure here, and now kicked away by LA. Romstad steps up and pushes it behind the goal line. He got pinned against the boards. Romstad's taken down. We'll call on that one. And Bradshaw couldn't catch some bouncing pucks. I'll pass on that as well. It's a good move by. That was a good move by the Caps. And Liam Slattery did all he could to slide across the crease. Got his left toe out there. I thought he was going to make a great save with his left toe, and the Caps found a way around that left side of Slattery on the break. And with 14:58 to go in this first period, it's the Caps that strike first. It's 0-1 for Russian Capitals. And Lundy, and Beza will try to get the first goal of the game here for the Barons with Wood and Dallas. Wood with the puck. Lundy on the left side. They'll chip it in. Basil will chase behind the goal line. Basil has it. Goes it out front. Kept in by Wood. Wood to Lundy. Deflected. Wood. Back to Lundy to Basil. Nice maneuvering there. Dallas shot. Pressure's going back. And the Caps kept in by the Barons. Nicely done. Kept in a couple times. And now thrown off the glass. Barons all over it here. Not allowing the Caps to get this out of the zone. I think they don't like that the Caps scored first. There we go. 15:02 to go. And the Caps do have the puck. And they're trying to find their way out of the zone. They will. There's Basil pressuring. Barons on the change here. Loomis, Hufstedler, and Krimbali have jumped on. And Loomis trying to get the puck off the boards. No luck. And in the neutral zone, Krimbali gets a piece of it. Wood will dump it in the offensive zone. Loomis is going to try to catch it around the rim here. Hufstedler in to help in the corner. Hufstedler looking to see what he has to work with. He's got three actually white players on his back there. White jerseys on his back. And now it's Elliott trying to catch it. No luck, it went past. And just enough of the save there for Slattery, if I saw it correctly. Now pressured by Hufstedler and Krimbali. Caps able to tip it into Barron's zone. Stockel will grab it. Stockel behind his own goal. Up the right side with some speed. Pushes it into the offensive zone. Pops right back. Elliott will have to grab it in his own zone. Elliott behind his goal line. Elliott between some players trying to send it up for Hufstedler. Hufstedler couldn't quite reach it there. Krimbali trying to get to it. No luck there either. It's the Caps in the Barron zone. Rolled off the stick. Elliott pressuring. Through the blue paint into the corner. Loomis and Krimbali off the pipe and stays out. And Liam has it between the pads. And Stalker there to make sure it stays out. That was a good shot from the Caps off the far post and popped back out to Liam Slattery, and he closes it up to make sure they don't get a rebound. And Stockel there to do the same, just pushed it in between the pads of Slattery to make sure it was held tight. Under 12.5 to go here in the first. Barons are down 0-1. Romstad feeding it up to Board up the right side. He's got Bradshaw trailing. And Schutte as well. Board in the corner. Behind the goal line now. Trying to push through. He does. Nicely done. Back to the point. Romstad has Grimm as well. Romstad puts it on goal. Shot and a hold by the goalie, Odom, from
The Washington Caps. It'll be right wing circle face off here for the Barons. Still looking for their first goal of the game, down 0-1 with 12:06 to go in this first period. Shooting with the face off. Ties it up. Coming in his bed, shot to grab the puck and kept it nicely at the line. And then Caps get a little pressure and shove it out. It'll be Grimm picking out of the zone. Grimm trying to squeeze through. No luck. Romstad to shooting. Rink, trying to go rink wide, but intercepted in the middle. Ford will grab it now. Ford circles back. Now Romstad to Grimm. Grimm at the red line, sends it in. Shooting. Chasing. Pressures behind the goal line. Barons on the change. Semic pressuring now. And it's the Caps in the neutral zone. Pressure by Shooting, and now the Barons get it back. Semic feeds it into the offensive zone as he gets taken down Lundy and gets to the corner. And the Caps able to find their way out of the zone up the left side in the neutral zone. Now in the Barons zone they go. Wood pressuring. Wood will send it off the glass and out. Caps have to regroup and neutral ice. We'll dump it into the Barons zone in the corner. Wood. Alexi in the corner now. They feed it up to Semig, trying to, and Alexi hits it back. Dallas to the neutral zone. Popped up his stick, but Chris Lundy able to dump it into the offensive zone as he takes a hit. Semig keeps the player against the boards. Caps now. Trying to clear it, they do. And Wood controls it nicely. Wood enters the zone, and the puck pops back out. Lundy steals it back in the neutral zone. Lundy throws back around, enters the zone. Shot, Love saving. Now, right side face off coming up here in the right wing circle for the Barons. Next line up, Hufstedler, Loomis, Krimbali. Looks like they're going to go left wing circle. Well, let's see where they end up. I don't know what they're doing. They're making sure the referee. I was making sure the referee's making sure the goaltender has his helmet on. Okay, yeah, it's left wing circle here. Stockel and Elliott back. Hufstedler with the face-off. Referee kicking Krimbali and the other player out of the zone here, out of the circle here. And the Caps have it. And they'll clear it. Stockel trying to get a hold of it. Slattery sends it up to Loomis. Loomis back to Elliott. Elliott. And now Krimbali trying to enter the zone. They'll have to tag up here. And Caps have the puck and feed it back into the Barons zone where Elliott will try this again. To Hufstedler, knocked off his stick. Krimbali, though, able to push it back into the, just over the Caps blue line. Krimbali pressuring, Looney's pressuring. In the neutral zone, Stockel gets a piece of it. In the Barons zone it goes. Stockel gets it back. Off the boards, Loomis. Loomis across the blue line, across the center line, across the blue line to Hufstedler. Trying to feed it back in, won't go. Hufstedler gets it back. Hufstedler throws it through the blue paint. Krimbali will grab it across along the boards. Feeding it back to the point. Elliott, shot, tipped up off the glass. Loomis trying to feed it to Huffy. And behind the boards, behind the goal holes, I should say, along the boards. And it's going to be the Capitals grabbing it. Knocked off the stick there. Hufstedler and Loomis teaming up. Hufstedler feeds it to Basil. Basil hitting in front. And good clear by the Caps. That'll be icing, though. Nice work there. Hufstedler found Basil coming off the bench with some speed. Able to have the patience, throw it on the stick, and then Basil able to throw it in front there. Puck sat in the blue paint for a moment. They were able to clear icing the call here. 8:48 to go, still 0-1 in favor of the Caps. Lundy, Basil, Lundy. Back to Romstad for a shot, tipped wide, deflected wide. Basil with another shot. It goes wide. That might have been deflected as well. Grimm now. Knocked off the stick here. Cap go the other way, into the Barons zone. Pass attempt, blocked. Caps in front. We got numbers. Nice recovery here. Still in front. Shot. And saved high. Looked like a blocker saved by Leon. And it was saved high and out of the zone it goes. And Grimm will have it. And in the neutral zone, Lundy jumps into the offensive zone. Basil will chase it down and provide some pressure if the Barons are on the change. Shooty, providing a little pressure in the neutral zone. Shooty board, Rexy, Romstadt, and Bradshaw on the ice in the offensive zone. For the Barons, it's going to be taken out by the Caps, and now they'll go to the offensive zone. Into the Barons zone they end. There they go, along the boards. In front, Caps can't control it. Barons pick it up. Bradshaw sends it in to the Caps zone. Looks like one was shouting offside, one was shouting no. So, or excuse me, icing, and the other was shouting no. So just a little over 7 to go here in the first. Barons still down 0-1. Wood settles it off the boards. Maneuvers around, couldn't get around the left. Skates how he does. Wood still trying to get the buck. He does. Wood in front. Can't get the shot off, but Dallas is going to step up. He'll get a shot off, tipped. And it's Bradshaw in the corner after the save by Parker Odom. Back to the point. Wood. Shot, tips, and a save and a hold. Referee comes to break up the extracurriculars and make sure to escort Board back to the Barons bench. Next line up here. It'll be Huffstedler, Semig, Kumbali, Stockwell, and Elliott. Looks like we'll have a right wing circle face off. 6:40 to go in this first period. Still down 0-1. Barons looking for their first goal of the game. Huffstedler, right wing circle face off. At the dot, he wins it straight back. Kumbali shot, just wide. Stockwell steps up. In the corner, Huffstedler and Stockwell there. Caps come away with it. And Kumbali gets a piece of this, but it still ends up on the stick of a Capital. Trying to feed it through for the slash toward the goal, and it ends up in the corner. Elliott will pick it up now to Semig. In front, Elliott. Nice job there to get a piece of it. Elliott up the right side, across the blue line. Shot blocked into the corner. Elliott trying to feed it out front. Semig now. Excuse me, that was Stockwell. Shot goes wide off the glass. Puck pops up and out. It's a 2-on-1 for Caps. Good job there by Stockwell. Got a stick on it and pushed the puck behind the goal line. Didn't allow him to get the pass off. Now the pass is out of the zone for the Barons. As Semig was able to push it past the blue line. Shot attempt here, blocked wide. Off the stick of a Baron. Barons able to get their change and trying to get out of the zone. They will. It's Grimm up the left side and out into the offensive zone. Bouncing puck. Caps settle it behind their own goal. It's Lundy able to kick it around. Caps able to get to it. Lundy puts him on the ice. And Basil trying to get the puck back. It pops back over the blue line. Lundy has to wait for the tag up. He tries to dump it in off the glass. It goes a little bit over the glass and into the netting. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Lundy, Basil, Grimm, and Romstadt on the ice for the Barons. 5:06 to go here in this first period. Chris Lenny with face-off. Ties it up, wins it in the second effort. And Grimm dumps it into the offensive zone. Caps trying to find their way out. And they do. Through the center. And into the offensive zone they go. Shot here, save, and a hold. And Romstadt trying to clear the front of the goal. Didn't like the approach taken by 22 of the Caps. Referees separating it, moving on. No penalties there. 4:46 to go in this first period. Next line up. Huffstedler, Loomis, Kumbali. It's Dallas and Wood, the defenseman. Tied up. Puck's still there. And now the Barons have it. Kumbali able to push forward, push it into the offensive zone. Caps out of the zone. Into the Barons zone they go. And Dallas steals it. Puck bouncing around now. And knocked out of the zone by Red up the right side. Caps have it in their own zone. And they're able to push it into the Barons zone. They call icing here. Barons happy about the physical play from their teammates. And 4:14 to go. And this first period still looking for the first goal. Cold days in St. Louis here, in and out of the rink, and Barons trying to heat it up on the ice. Hufstede will take the left wing circle face off. Wins it. Sends it back to Dallas. Goes it toward goal. Hufstede lifts the leg up to allow it to go through. And it was a shot on the pad. Good shot here. Another save. Another shot. Another save. And he holds on to this one. Hufstede there, no rebound. Another face-off, left wing circle. Jake Hufstede ready. And referee kicks out the center. Don't know why. Everybody looked like they were holding still. And Hufstede kicks it to himself and then to Loomis. And then sends it over to Loomis. Loomis sends it back to Dallas. Rimmed around now. Hufstede bodies a man off. Ties it up along the boards. Looking for some help there. He's got Kumbali. And now back to the point. Popped over the stick there. And they'll have to tag up. And they do. Dallas sends it back in on goal. Loomis skates in to provide some pressure. Now it's shipped out into the neutral zone. Dallas waits for the tag up and dumps it in. Hufstede will go in first. And he'll provide some pressure behind the goal on Loomis as well. And in the neutral zone. Dallas got a piece of that one on the way. Loomis to Kumbali to Hufstede into the offensive zone. Feeds it back to Wood. Shot in the goal! Kumbali to Hufstede to Wood for the goal. The Barons are on the board. Nice shot by Cal Wood. Kumbali crossed the blue line. Passed it back to Hufstede. And then Wood was streaking in. You got a great shot there. So with 3:13 to go in this first period, it's all tied up. That was good passing and a good shot there. Good patience by the Barons. Oh, and Ford gets dropped after he took a man down. Oh, in front, and it's going to be the Caps able to take it out of the zone, but stolen back by Stockwell. A little too close to the Instat camera. Gave it a little knock here, settling it down. Sorry about that. I'm distracted here. 2:44 to go here. Schumer's probably going to he's getting a talking to here. He's not going to the box, but Bradshaw is. So we have our first penalty of the game. So Bradshaw's in the box with 2:44 to go in this first period. We're waiting for it to pop up on the board, on the scoreboard, and now it is. So Barons on the kill. They won the face-off, but picked up by Caps, and it was Stockwell taking that face-off. He's got Lundy, Basil, up front, and a goal. Power goal by Washington. They were able to take the puck from below the goal line. Quickly send it out front and get a one-time shot there. Number 72 able to score the power play goal. So Barons have to dig out of a hole here. Once again. Shooty, Board, Bradshaw, Romstad, and Grimm. Board comes in to grab the puck as Grimm took a player out of contention on that one. Board now. Pressures. It'll be Grimm grabbing the puck behind the goal line. So now, nice pass to space there. Giving the Barons a chance. And now, puck at the blue line for the Caps, and they'll dump it in. Romstad will grab it in the corner. Romstad takes a hit, a little slow to get up. And he will skate over to the bench. Board now. He goes down behind the goal line in the offensive zone. And trying to find a pass to Grimm. No luck. It's going to be in the neutral zone where Dallas will regroup. Waits for his dump it into the offensive zone and waiting for a tag up. Did we get the tag up? And now the puck is all the way back down to Liam Slattery. He settles it. Wood with the puck to Lundy. And we got a penalty coming here as Dallas dumps a player in front of the goal. So with 1:29 to go, Dallas Alexis going to the box. And back on the kill are the Barons. Wood will take the face off. Elliott, Lundy, and Basil on the ice as well. Wood in the corner. He'll feed it around. It's going to be picked up by the Caps. They'll send it to the point. Elliott separates the man from the puck, but Caps pick it up anyway. Lundy pressuring. Elliott pressuring. Grabbed it with his hand and cut it over to his teammate. A minute to play in this first period. Lundy pressuring behind the goal line. In the offensive zone, Lundy comes away with it. Feeds it up front, and the Caps have too many players for the Barons to be able to handle it with the Donna man, and they're able to get out of the zone. However, they have committed a penalty, and 22 for the Caps is going to the box. With 51.5 seconds to go in this one, their first penalty of the game, and that's going to be 4-on-4 for minute 23. And the Caps going to set the pass here, and they'll regroup in their own zone. So 4-on-4 hockey here. It's Grimbali, Loomis, Elliott, and Wood on the ice. Icing the call here as it is 4-on-4, and they've got to play in the box, even strength. It's a 1-2 deficit here on the scoreboard for the Barons as the Caps scored first. Barons came back and tied it up, but then less than a minute later, a power play goal for the Caps. Made it a 2-1 game. And Slattery is up for this one as the Caps came down and with some speed, got a shot off. Liam in good position, able to stop that one. So it'll be face off to Slattery's right side. It's the Caps that have it. And the Caps still maneuvering the puck here. Up front, shot tipped up over the goal. Good defensive play there by the Barons. Barons trying to move the puck along the boards, trying to get it intercepted. It was Bradshaw, got a piece of it. Now Board dumps a man there. They've got a little battle going on. Still battling along the boards. Referee coming over to say hello, and that's going to end the period. We're still separating that one. That's going to end the period. The Barons going to be down 1-2 after period play. They're all tied up, physically tied up here along the boards. Number 11 board for the Barons, Bobby board that is finally freed up. And now everybody's going back to their benches. After one period of play, it's the Capitals 2 and the Barons 1. First goal was scored by the Caps with 14:58 to go. It was number 11, Colin Barnett, for the Caps. And then it was Calvin Wood with the second goal of the game. Was the Barons tying it up. So Calvin Wood from Jay Hufstede and Gambale. And the third goal was number 72 for the Caps. A power play goal. That was Johnny Cracky or Craig. You can decide which pronunciation you like better. 17 minutes to go on the second period clock here. The Barons to start the period. Here we go, period number 2. Lundy will take the face off. 4-on-4 hockey here for another minute, another half a minute, I should say. And the Barons, Slattery will grab this puck from in front of his goal, and then he'll send it inside here to keep that one out of the way. In front, Barons, backhand shot by Cal Basil. There was a shot made and a rebound sitting out front for Basil to grab, skated right to left. And Basil able to put it in the back of the net early in this second period. And the Barons have tied it up with 16:37 to go in the second period. That was an even strength goal, 4-on-4. Basil grabbed the puck here off the faceoff. Right off the stick there. Caps have it. Shot. Deflected wide. Into the corner. 2-2 game here after the Calvin Basil goal. And it's Romstad coming up the ice, but we have a penalty coming up here for interference. Oh, and it's going to be on Stockel. So with 16:18 to go in the second period, Stockel's in the box. So is number 13 for. Nice job there by Kamali to knock that into the zone and wait for the tag up. Hufstede now pressuring. So it's number 13 for the Capitals in the box. So it looks like it was coincidentals. Still 4-on-4 hockey. Now it's 4-on-5 hockey. I may have that. I'm not sure if we got that right. I'm having trouble keeping up with the penalties here. I'll try to figure it out in a moment. It's the Capitals here up the left side. They now have the man advantage on 5-on-4. And Basil trying to feed it up to Lundy. He does. Lundy into the offensive zone. Able to keep his feet. Lundy shot. Rebound. Basil backhand goal. Another short-handed goal for Basil from Lundy. They just keep reiterating that script. And it's Basil from Lundy on a short-handed goal to take the lead. Barons now lead 3-2. That is the 16th short-handed goal of the year for the Cleveland Barons. Cal Basil with a lot of those short-handed goals. That's his second consecutive goal this game, both backhand goals. Dallas now with the puck. Barons still down a man here for another 52 seconds. Loomis pressuring. Bradshaw up there as well with Dallas and Wood. That one crossed the blue line, so offside the call here. And Barons trying to find their way out of the zone here, no luck. Off the face-off, bouncing puck, a little battle for it there, but Caps able to keep it in the zone. 23 seconds left on the penalty. Wood still battling. Bradshaw able to send it out of the zone all the way into the Capitals end of the ice here, and the Caps will have to go behind the goal line. Loomis providing just a little pressure there with just 5 seconds left on the Caps power play. They will leave their zone. And Stockel leaves the box, and they go to the bench and get a change here. And it's Sebek out of the box, settles it, off the bench, I should say, settles it, grabbed the long pass, trying to settle it and go toward goal, but wouldn't settle quite fast enough for him. Now it's the other way. Capitals 2-on-1, but great sliding defensive play by Romstad. Doesn't let the puck go through. Shot here, nice move by the Caps. Great save by William Slattery for the Barons. 13:44 to go. And the Barons find their way out of the zone. It's Bradshaw. He's got Semic with them. Bradshaw across the blue line. The center of the cross. That pass back was Schutte passing it back to Bradshaw for a shot attempt there. And what do we have here? A whistle blown. And net off. Barely, apparently. So we'll have a face-off. Left wing circle for the Barons. 13:27 to go. It'll be Lundy, Basil, Romstad, and Elliott on the ice. And Elliott and Basil have swapped spots here. Working on a little face-off play. Shot from the left point. Looking for a tip. Couldn't quite get it. Went straight to the goalie who held on with the glove. 13:20 to go here. With the Barons now happy to have their first lead of the game at 3-2. Lundy wins it back. Romstad shot in the back of the nets. Romstad's asking, did you tip that or not? Teammates pointing to. Oh, maybe. Yeah, no, Romstad. Oh, Lundy did get it, I guess. Lundy goes to it first. So Lundy must have gotten a tip on that one. So it's Lundy. Chris Lundy from Romstad. It's a 2-4 game as the Barons now have a 2-goal lead in this second period. 13:14 to go in this Second period. Basil pushes forward across the line. Shot, save, rebound, cleared. All the way down, rolling puck, icing. It'll be an offensive zone face-off here for the Barons. Left wing circle for the face-off. Chris Lundy, and he gets booted from the circle. Colin Lundy will take it. Ties it up there. Chris Lundy grabs it in the corner. Chris Lundy still battling for it. Bouncing puck around skates. And the Caps are going to ultimately get it. And they'll take it out of the zone. Into the Barons zone they go. In front, intercepted. Basil launches it out of the zone. It's going to be icing here as it does make it all the way down. Can connect on the pass out of the zone. 12:44 to go here in the second period. Will be next line up for the Barons. And we'll have Wood and Dallas Alexi. Schutte will take face off, Semig and Board. The other forwards. Face off to Liam's right. Wood with the puck behind the goal line, deflected, pops out front, but the Barons are able to push it to the side and they'll grab it themselves. There's Dallas sending it to the line, kept in by the Caps. Semig now will feed it to the boards. Out of the zone, it's Schutte across the blue line. In the offensive zone, go toward goal, feeding it up front. Oh, it was a good try there. Good stick by the Caps, not allowing shot. Schutte to Dallas, shot, rebound, not there. Held by the goaltender. 12:09 to go in the second period. It's a 4-2 Barons lead. Barons scoring the last three here in the second period. In the Barons zone, in the corner, Wood picking it up, and now Semig will take it out of the zone. He'll dump it into the Cap zone. Schutte trying to feed it back, wouldn't go for him. It's a rolling puck, but Board gets to it, keeping it in for now. Board will get it back. Board feeding it in for Semig. Semig settles it, shot, and a goal! Board to Semig. And the Barons have a 5-2 lead. Semig got some assists yesterday. He's on the score sheet again today. Barons have 4 straight goals in the second period, all within about a 5-minute mark here. It's like a timeout here called by the Caps. Barons scored. Their first goal was Wood in the first period with 3:13 to go. Wood got a pass from Huffstetter and Krabali with the second assist. And then it's been forced. Washington scored again to get a 2-1 lead. And then in this second period, it's been all Barons. Backhand goal by Basil. Another backhand goal, short-handed, Basil from Lundy. Then it was Lundy on the tip from Romstad. And now it's Semig from Board. And it's a 5-2 lead for the Cleveland Barons. With still 11:40 remaining in this second period. Next line up, Huffstetter will take the face-off. Krambali to his right, Limits to his left. Elliott and Romstad back. The Caps with the puck, they'll feed it into the Barons zone, picked up by Elliott. Elliott again, up to Huffstetter. Send it out of the zone all the way across to Loomis. Loomis across the blue line. Loomis behind the goal line. Back to Elliott at the point. Elliott. Knocked off a stick out of the zone. Will be Loomis regrouping with Romstad looking for the puck. Thought it was at his feet. It went all the way to the board. So Loomis will grab it again at behind his goal line and skate it out. Up the right side. Now in the neutral zone. Caps get it back. Hufstedler knocks it over to Romstad. Romstad battling. Now Hufstedler gets a stick on stick there, and Kumbali will grab the puck in the neutral zone, and now back in their own zone are the Caps trying to regroup. Tips into the Barons zone. Romstad bodies a man off, leaving the puck for Elliott. Elliott. Long pass to Bradshaw, who tips it into the offensive zone. Bradshaw pressuring. And Caps in the Baron zone. Bouncing puck, couldn't get a hold of it. Rolling puck now. Now settled by Elliott. Elliott will circle back. Defeated up the boards. And leaving for Grimm. Grimm up the right side. Grimm across the blue line. Grimm. Shot. And a save and a hold by Parker Odom of the Washington Capitals. Just under 10 minutes to play here in this second period. It is 5-2. Cleveland Barons over the Washington Capitals with still more than half a game to play. Shot here, save. Caps pick it up. And they clear it. Stockwell pick it up just across the blue line and regroup in the neutral zone. Grimm up the left side. Through the snow and into the offensive zone. He'll dump it behind the goal line. Bradshaw ties it up behind the boards. Behind the goal line on the boards. So now it's Stockwell trying to win the race, and he will. Behind his own goal. He'll feed it off the boards, looking for Schutte. And it's thrown in front of William Slattery, picked up by Grimm. And move up the left side. He's trying to feed it to board, I believe, but intercepted there. Nice kick there by Stockwell. He'll kick it over to Schutte. Up to the board. Board. Through the center, board. Squeezes through the Class 1 player behind the goal. Sent all the way down to touch, so no icing here. Slattery to Stockwell. Stockwell trying to touch it across the blue line. It does cross the blue line. Basil now to Lundy, or Lundy, no luck. Basil gets it back. Intercepted here by the Caps. Now intercepted by Lundy. Chris Lundy with a shot. Tipped wide off the glass. Basil up to Chris Lundy. Shot in front. And now Colin Lundy behind the goal line. Has some company. It'll be the Caps coming away with it. And Barons steal it in the neutral zone. It's Basil across the blue line. Rolled off the stick as he tried to take a shot. Trying to maneuver around a player. And Basil gets it back. It's a shot off, tipped wide. Into the corner. He'll send it back to the point. Kept in there by Dallas. Wood now stepping up top of the circle. Shot. Goal. 6-2 Barons. As Wood puts that one in the net with 7:57 to go in this second period. And that'll be the ice cut. There are your goals. 6-2 for the Cleveland Barons. With 7:57 to go in the second period. That's going to say 6-2 in a moment. Oh, looks like they didn't put it up there. Scorekeeper standing up. Hopefully they'll put it up before we go. We'll take a 10-minute break here as they do the ice cut, and we will be back. All right, back after halftime now. Barron's taking some quick shots here. Hustler throws it in for Semic. Semic shot. Rebound in the corner up front. Now Elliott trying to settle it at the blue line. Hustler picks it up. Trying to throw it in front again. Hustler gets it back on the deflection. Elliott trying to throw it in front. No luck. And Washington will take it out of the zone. Through the neutral zone he goes. Semig leads it for Stockel. Stockel for the neutral zone. Dumps it in and they'll get a change. Capitals behind their own goal. Where'd the puck go? I think it's out of place somewhere. Everybody's looking up. So it is indeed 6-2. They have put the 6th goal up on the screen. Colin Lundy getting it up to Basil. Basil gloves it down. Can get the shot off. Had a little company with him. Dallas skates forward. Trying to feed it back to Basil. No luck there. Cleared out of the zone with the icing. If it makes it, they'll probably wave that out. Oh, it'll make it all in. It'll make it settle down a little bit on the wobbly puck. 6:30 to go here on the second period. It is a 6-2 Cleveland Barons lead. And it'll be Chris Lundy taking the left wing face-off. He's got Colin to his right. Basil now with the puck in front. Shot. Ends up a little wide. This will be an icing. And it will indeed make it all the way for icing. A lot of stops here so far for icing in particular. Next line up. Hofstadter, Loomis, Krimbali, Grimm, and Romstad. Left wing circle for the faceoff. Hofstadter. Tied up at the dot for a moment. And it's going to be Capitals. And a quick shot there by Loomis. Good save by the goalie in position. And now behind the goal line. Washington trying to find their way out. They do. Hufstler knocks the stick to the side and puck rolled off for a moment. Got it back though. Now Hufstler sends it up. And it's going to be Romstad picking it up. Feeds it up to Loomis. Loomis behind the goal line. Player tried to take Loomis out and force the puck to bounce off the wall to the goalie, who decides best to cover that one up. Barons will change it up. 5:36 to go in the second period. It's a 6-2 lead for the Barons. Schutte, Bradshaw, Board, Elliott, and Stockel. Elliott keeps it in. Capitals able to send it out. Across the blue line in the offensive zone. Shot wide. Bradshaw's going to try to chip it out of the zone. He does. Gets it up to Schutte. Schutte taking off the puck there. Capitals will get it back. Caps behind their own goal. Pressured by Schutte. And they'll clear it out of the zone. Picked up by Stockel. He'll settle it in the neutral zone. He'll circle back. Wait for the tag up. And now Ford crosses the blue line and dumps it in. Bradshaw back to Elliott at the point. Elliott shot. Pad save. Into the corner. Still quick on collection by Schutte. Picked up by the Capitals. And they'll send it down for icing once more. 4:51 to go in the second period. It is a 6-2 Capitals lead and an offensive zone faceoff coming up. Schutte will take the right wing circle faceoff. Capital's able to chip this up and out, all the way down, and Stock will have to collect it just before it gets to the goal line. And now Shooty will help out, feed it over to Board. They tip it into the neutral zone. Back into the Barron zone. Elliott trying to leave it for Stockley. He's got company though. Puck pops out, and that is off, I believe, and a pile up next to the Barons' goal. With a little less than 4.5 to go. Oh, we've got a penalty, is what it is here. 23 to the box. Sorokia for Washington. With 4:26 to go. The Barons are on the power play. So we'll have Lundy, Basil, Romstad, and Board on the ice for the Barons. Chris Lundy with the faceoff. And he'll grab the puck. Romstad steps forward. And the Caps are going to be able to grab the puck and clear it. Slattery. Give it for Romstad. Behind his own goal. Board to Lundy. To Colin Lundy trying to send it across the Basil. No luck on the connection there, but Board will have it, settle it back, and we'll try again. Lundy to Board, to Romstad. To Lundy, back to Board, to Romstad, excuse me, to Lundy again. Shot, saved wide. Out of the zone it goes, and Romstad will regroup. Neutral zone. Rolled off Lundy's stick and cleared by the Caps, and the Barons will change it up. Bradshaw and Loomis jump on. Krimbali jumps on. And Basil trying to control it. No luck there, but now second effort. And we'll send it back behind the goal line where Romstad will grab it once more. Now Hufstedler's jumped on. Ringed around here. It's going to go all the way around. That was nobody at the far point. The near point for us here. And so Elliott is going to grab the puck behind his own goal. Barons have finished their full change for Luna started the puck for the power play game. Shot. Rebound. Hufstedler, another shot. That's another save. Fully in good position there, not allowing any room. 12 seconds left in the power play, 2:37 left in the period. Right wing circle for the face-off here. Caps running around, will be kept in by Wood. Krimbali skating forward, leaves it for Hufstedler, who pushes it back. Elliott, shot, tipped up into the netting, and that does it for the power play. 2:22 to go in this second period. Barons still have this 4-goal lead, having scored 6, 5 of which were in this second period. Hufstedler will take the right wing faceoff. Hufstedler wins it straight back to Elliott. Shot. Save. It got tipped along the way. And the goalie able to make the pad save and then put the glove down and hold on. We'll try face off again from the same spot. Hufstedler wins it straight back to Elliott again. Let's skate forward this time. Shot. Blocked in front. Didn't make it to goal. Loomis pushes it back into the corner. In his own zone now is Wood battling. Krimbali pushes it forward. Hufstedler pushes it out of his zone to Loomis. Hufstedler in the neutral zone now. Loomis pushes it back to Elliott. And Krimbali will try to settle it and find his way out. He gets taken down. Hard hit there. Hufstedler takes a hard hit as well. Krimbali got up. So we're worried about that one. And now to the point kept in by the Caps. And now Huffstetter's going to the box for a cross check. Not happy about that, especially after the couple of hard hits against the boards that, especially Krumali's, I think, was behind. And Huffstetter's going to the box here. We get down in front, and they say cross check on that one. So Barron's on the kill with 1:35 to go. Stockwell, Basil, Dallas, and Schutte on the ice. Caps moving the puck. Tipped in front and a goal. Got deflected at the last moment there, and now it's a 3-6 game as Washington has scored a power play goal. The first goal was a power play goal, and now it's 1:14 in this one. The third goal is a power play goal as well. Semig, Schutte, Board, Grimm, and Romstad. Long pass attempt for the Caps. And it is an icing. In the offensive zone, and the Caps are able to get it and set it back out. Some more behind the scenes activity. Romstad to Grimm. Grimm around. It's the Caps picking it up, and now Grimm able to get around and collect the puck out of the zone. Regrouping in their own zone with under 30 seconds to play are the Caps. Semig feeds it in the neutral zone, Board. Caps have to wait for the tag up, and they circle back. Picked up by Board. Board in the offensive zone. We'll get the shot off. Blocker save into the corner. Board ties a man up there. And the Caps out of the zone. 5 seconds to go. And that's going to do it for period number 2. Getting a little chippy out here. It is 6-3 after 2 periods of play. Quick break here. We'll get right back at it. For the Barons, in the first period, we had the 1 goal. It was Wood from Huffstetler and Krumali. Second period, 5 goals for the Barons. Basil with 2 backhand shots. One of them a shorthanded goal. A shorthanded goal assisted by Lundy. And then it was Lundy from Romstad on the tip. And then Semig from Board for the 5th goal of the game. And then it was Wood for the 6th goal for the Barons. Caps came back and scored a power play goal with 1:14 left, and it's a 6-3 lead for the Barons. After 2 periods of play, Lundy, Basil, Stockel, and Elliott will start this third period. Then Chile, St. Louis, in and out of the rink. Right off the rip, there's some physicality, and now in the offensive zone. Basil gets the puck from Lundy, shot just wide off the glass into that top left corner. And now Basil trying to steal a puck here in the neutral zone. Slattery will settle it behind his own goal, leaving it for Elliott. Elliott off the boards and out. Stockel behind his own goal. Leaves it for Elliott. Elliott up to Lundy. And the Caps will grab it back and regroup in their own zone. In the neutral zone now. Off a skate. Caps have to regroup again in the zone. Block was saved by Slattery. Krimbali now trying to defend here. Out front. And Barons get it. It's Krimbali. He's got Loomis across the blue line. Loomis trying to send it back to Krimbali. No luck there. Penalty coming here. Krimbali retaliates, and now he's going too. So with 15:43 to go in the third period, Krimbali's going for, I guess, a spearing or something of that sort. And the Washington player with the initial offense is still on the ice there. And unfortunately, the Washington player is getting up. So it was Gopel, number 13, with the initial offense. And he's going to go to the bench. Don't like to see that. He's going to maybe go off the ice. Let's see here. Yeah. He's going to go off the ice, so don't like to see that. And, yeah, it's a 5-minute for Krimbali, so he's out. Semi's going to serve it. So Krimbali's out of the game here. So that was an unfortunate sequence there. Capitals player had a penalty against Krimbali, and then Krimbali retaliated in a way that got him ejected from this game. So it's 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes, and then it'll be a 3-minute power play for the Caps. Jake Huffstiller to the faceoff, won it back to Wood. We got Dallas and Ward on the ice as well. Behind the goal, Ward comes away with it, gets tripped up, keeps control of the puck, and now Dallas with the puck. We'll feed it over to Wood. Wood up to Board. Boyd leaves it for Huffstiller at the left wing. Huffstiller back to Dallas. Dallas to Huffstiller. Huffstiller toward the goal. Huffstiller gives it across for Boyd. This miss. Seventh goal of the game here. And that was board from Huffstedler, from Oleski, if they give everybody credit. They haven't been quite getting that. Loomis. Bradshaw taking that from behind there. Fortunately, able to avoid getting pushed straight into the boards in the head. Got himself up the time. And here's another one from behind. And out at 72. Great pushing. Alexi into the boards. Alexi's okay. And a little bit of. Actually, that was 22. Yeah, it was 22. For Capitals, he's going to the box. So 22 Hayes is going to the box now. So it's going to be 4-on-3 for a little while. With 14:54 to go. So 4-on-3 for the Barons. Stockel will send it over to Romstad, skates it forward. Stick with pad save there for Odom of the Capitals. Back to Stockel. Stockel to Romstad, sending it through, tipped and trying to clear it with the Capitals, but kept in by Stockel. Romstad skating it forward. Stockel. Back to Romstad. Oh, nice little give and go there. Loomis trying to send it back, and shot wouldn't go in. In the corner, it's a battle here. Kept in by Stockel at the blue line. Romstad will skate it forward again, looking in front, looking for a tip by Bradshaw. And now Stockel again. Shot here, and held by Odom of the goaltender of the Washington Capitals with 1-0. Let's see, what's it going to be here? It's going to be 14 seconds left on the Caps' first penalty. So it's going to be 4-on-4 in 14 seconds. Don't know if they have that number right. It's correct. Craigie's in the box. Hayes is in the box. They have 13 on the board, but it's 72 that's in the box. So anyway, it's Elliott with the puck now. Lundy sends it across. Lundy sends it back across to Basil with the shot. Wood now. Able to keep control. So he goes down and gets right back up. Lundy sends it through. Deflected back to Lundy. Excuse me. Elliott over to Basil. Shot. Lundy feeds it out front. Basil shot. Nice work there to move it from backhand to forehand and get a shot off. Basil in front for Elliott. Elliott sends it to the goal. Lundy collects it. It's 4-on-4 hockey for the moment. And this one's going to leave the zone. And Elliott will regroup in the neutral zone. Waits for the tag up. They get it. And he'll send it off the boards to Basil. Basil trying to fit it forward for Lundy. No luck. They'll regroup in their own zone again. Now it's 5-on-4 in favor of the Capitals. It's going to be so for a little over 2 minutes here. Basil lost his, or he lost his stick. It's a Capital lost his stick. And they picked it back up. Oh, no, they haven't actually. And the net is off. Another whistle here. This time for the net. And a little breakup or just a little extra shoving and pushing after. 1:55 left on Trimboli's measure. And 12:37 left in this third period. It's 7-3 Barons. And chipped off the glass and out by Dallas Alexi. Capitals take it back in. No limit around. Far hash mark, they'll send it back behind the goal line once more. Left on the Washington power play. Moving the puck. Nice pressure there. Schutte and Romstad team up, and they're going to clear this one out of the zone. Under a minute to go on the Washington power play. Next lineup here for the kill is Loomis, Ford, Stockel, and Grimm. Ford keeps that one in the offensive zone for just a moment, and then Capitals get it back and take it into the Barons zone. Stockel now ties it up in the corner. 35 seconds to go. Penalty coming up here. Let's see who it's on. I think it's on Stockel. Breaking up more battles after, or word battles at least afterwards. So Stockel's going to the box with 11:15 to go. We'll join Semick here. And now the Barons are going to be down 2 men for 33 seconds. 5-on-3 for Washington for 33 seconds. Washington moving the puck, skating forward. Skating into the circle. Shot wide. Lundy pressuring. And Semick's going to come out of the box now. And that was Liam Slattery grabbing the puck there. So back to 5-on-4 now. As Semick came out of the box and made his way across right around the time that Slattery held on to that one. So 5-on-4 hockey now for another minute 26. Basil, it's Elliott taking the faceoff. Chris Lundy and Wood on the ice. And Elliott sends this one out of the zone. Nice clear there. Pressured now by Basil. Another penalty coming up as Basil tripped up the Capital. Box has been a little too full these days, and it's going to be almost a minute of 5-on-3 again in favor of the Capitals as the Barons have 2 in the box. With 10-12 to go here in this third period. They cleared the zone here. They lead 7-3 to the Barons. They're down 2 players for another 50 seconds here. Icing on the play here. Yeah, the Lions get thrown off with the front face-off down 2 men. Lundy chasing behind the goal line, pushes it in the corner. Capitals leaving the zone and they'll enter the Barons zone. Dumping it in. And the Capitals will skate it forward. Shot. Save. Rebound. Glove. Save and a hold. There's Slattery. Skated out. He cut off the angle there. Reached his glove up and grabbed that shot out of the air. Nicely done there by Slattery. Great save with 18 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Looked like trouble there for the Barons with Slattery. Comes up with an awesome save to keep this one a 7-3 lead for the Barons. Shot blocked by Romstad. He felt that one, but he gets back up. Oh, good stick there by Romstad as he went sliding down. And cleared here by the Barons. And that's another play out of the box as Stockel jumps on. And it's 5-on-4 hockey now. For another 53 seconds. Stockel trying to clear it. No luck. They keep it in, do the Capitals. Nice knock out of the air by Board. And in front. And now Board will collect it here and backhanded out of the zone. I don't know if that was Stockel or Romstad in front that was able to collect the puck and send it toward Board, but Barons now able to clear the zone and send it all the way back into the Capital zone. Less than a half a minute left on the penalty. Today's all. Oh, Bradshaw gets a stick on this one and sends it back into the Capital zone, and they'll have to try to take it out of their zone once again. 15 seconds left on the Capitals penalty. And they'll enter the Barons zone. Throwing it in front, intercepted. And they'll clear it once again. All the way down, on goal. 4 seconds. That's going to just about do it here for the penalty. And Pacer steals it from the player right in front of the box. Shot. Saved into the glass behind the goaltender. The player was unaware that Baser is about to come out behind him. Right behind him, right next to him. In front, Board. Oh, excuse me, Wood. And Loomis has Semig pushes it into the offensive zone, trying to win a race here. Good body out there by the Capitals. Keep it flowing everywhere now. Caps, shot, save and a hold by Liam Slattery. .734. The Barons have killed off all the penalties that they've had. And they've had a lot of them in the last 7 minutes or so. 8 minutes or so here. And it's a 7-3 game in favor of the Barons. Lundy, Romstad, Basil, and Graham on the ice. This one rims around. The Capitals have it, and Grimm's going to steal it. Nice work by Romstad to take a man out of play for Grimm to grab it. And it's Basil into the offensive zone. They're waiting for Lundy. Lundy shot. Tipped up into the glove of the goalie. The goalie makes the save with a stick and then tips up into his own glove and holds on. Barons enjoying a 4-goal lead right now. Romstad steps up, shot, tipped wide. Behind the goal now. Caps trying to come away with it, and they do. In the neutral zone, Caps across the blue line now. Picked off by Grimm, and he'll send it back out of the zone off the stick of Lundy, who sends it linked wide for his brother Chris, but offside the call here. Has a player on the near side crossed a little early compared to the puck. 6:70 to go in this third period. 6:50 to go. 7-3 lead for the Barons. In this third period, Schutte, Board, and Bradshaw with Stockel and Elliott. Puck in the neutral zone. Everybody's Ward getting his attention in the offensive zone as he went down and got a little face shove while he was on the ice. Referee watching that and not calling anything. They've had a lot of extra pushing and shoving that they've let go. Both sides all game. 6:15 to go in this third period. 7-3. Barons. Swede. Shot here. Stick save. Rebound. Pushed into the corner. They're getting another head there after. I got a penalty coming here. In front of the goal. Save. It was Stockel trying to feed it across the shooting. No luck there. Board now. He's going to get up after working on his mask a little bit there. Number 2, Cole for Washington going to the box. 5:56 to go. Roughing the call there. So Barons on the power play. It'll be Lundy, Basil, Lundy, Board, and Wood on the ice. And Lundy trying to send it out, but it's going to be back, but it's going to be the Caps sending it out instead. Wood. Off the glass and in. Now it's going to be Basil. Trying to get the shot off with a little fancy stick work. And the goalie up to the task on that one. Slattery giving some instruction there. He'll remain calm and send it to Wood, who will regroup behind his own goal. Board now out of the zone. Up to Lundy. To Board. Board. To Lundy, shot. Oh, off the side of the goal there. I think it was saved that way. The goalie got a piece of it. Stepping up is Lundy, trying to send it to Basil. Basil shot. A pad save there for Odom of the Washington Capitals. Another save for the goaltender. 4:46 to go. 50 seconds left in the power play. Bradshaw, Loomis, Huffstedler, shot here. And Capitals able to collect this one and send it all the way down. Stockel and Elliott for the Barons. And Slattery will settle it. Elliott will pick it up and he'll bring it up the ice. Bradshaw now. To Elliott across the blue line. Sending it through, looking for a tip. It went to the corner. Bradshaw. Tips all the way down to the other end where Slattery will settle it. And he gives instruction to Stockel to say, keep coming and grab this puck. Stockel now. Up the left side. Into the offensive zone he goes. Stockel through the center. Knocked off his stick and into the corner. We'll go to the Huffstedler. Huffstedler through the center. Trying to get it through a couple players. No luck there. And knocked back into the neutral zone. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here. And now it's the Caps in the Baron zone looking for a shot and a tip that goes wide. Elliott keeps that one wide for a moment. Now up front, picked up by Stockel. They move it to the side and out of the zone. And that's the Caps regrouping in their own zone. Sending pressuring. Elliott leaves it for Stockel. Loomis and Semig and Huffstedler trying to get a hold of it in the neutral zone. Grimm now in the corner. Pushes it forward. Huffstedler and Grimm take a man down, and Capitals have it. Save made. Jim Slattery got big there. Makes the save. Tipped up high and over the goal here by Graham. Up front and in the back of the net. Capitals with 2:33 to go get their fourth goal of the game. Play number 57 scored that one, if I saw it correctly. So it's now a 7-4 lead for the Barons. Shooty sending it into the offensive zone, right back out it goes, all the way down for icing. Ford, top of the circle shot, goes wide off the glass. Caps off Shooty, who settles it in the neutral zone, pushes it forward, looking for Semig, no luck. Caps bring it into the Barons zone, offside the call. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third period. Caps have it. And now Slattery has it in his glove. Shot from afar. He'll hold on to that one. Wood. Off a skate. He'll have to go back and regroup. Knocks it out of the zone now. And the Caps in their own zone. Sending it through. Off a stick here by the Barons, and the Barons will regroup. Wood crosses the center line and dumps it into the offensive zone. Now the Caps with 1:20 to go, trying to send it out of the zone, and they will. Into the Barons zone they go. Shot on the left pad there. Rebound picked up by the Barons, and they'll send it back to the point. Feeding it back in behind the goal line. And the Caps able to send it out and into the Barons zone with 42 seconds to play in this third period. Dallas and Stockwell behind the goal line. Up to Huffstetter. He'll chip it out of the zone to Loomis. Loomis has Semig with him. Into the offensive zone they go. Loomis behind the goal line, trying to get to it. Huffstetter out of the corner. He'll push through. Feeds it to Loomis. Loomis, it's just Semig. Semig trying to find Loomis. No luck. Capitals now. Blocker save. Another save. And Caps keep it in for now. Tipped. Behind the goal line. Elliott with the puck. Off the glass. It's going to go all the way down. Is it icing or no? I think no. They wave it off. And that's going to do it for this one, folks. The Barons of Cleveland beat the Capitals of Washington 7-3 for the final game of this Tier 1 Elite Showcase in St. Louis. Barons end the weekend 4-0. And the Barons have 2 goals by Basil They've got a goal by Wood. Some assists by, let's see, who else has scored? Excuse me. It's I'm trying to find the other goals mixed in. Semic scored. Lundy scored. And Lord scored. Assist by Hufstedler. Dallas. Lord. Romstadt. Lundy. Hufstedler. And Krimbali. Those are the ones I caught anyway. And the Barons win this one 7-4. 4-0 on the weekend. We'll take that. That's going to do it for this weekend, folks. Next games are next weekend one in Cleveland and one in Columbus as the Barons take on the Ohio Blue Jackets. The first game will be in Parma, home ice at 7:30 Eastern. And then it'll be that's on Friday night. And then on Saturday, it will be 7:10 Eastern at the Ice House in Columbus next to Nationwide Arena. We'll see you next weekend. Have a good one. That's it from St. Louis. Take care.